今日はあれですね、ちょっと NEXT っていう核融合の研究会があるんですけど、ちょっとそれを紹介したいと思います。最近あったやつですね、京都大学の核融合エネルギーフォーラムなんで、ちょっと最初にこれを全部一旦読みたいと思います。Combine the simulation model for toroidal rotation topic. エクセルしようか。エクセルしようから池袋のセーブの下とか。Combine the simulation model for toroidal rotation by topic formula 3D. Solve time evolution of the activity taking account source topic kinetic. 内容はちょっと読みやすく Core Reconstruct Axiometric Equation アクシメトリックエクエーション、今度エフェクトコイルボードパストピックトロイドモーメントソース、ちょっと解説は後でできるようにしたいと思います。とりあえず見るだけでデモンストレーション GT60 configuration initial setup the calculation by topic code as shown in figure NBI to turn the rapid double nav figure the bond as a radial electric field which the data means that the total rotation speed the radial force balance and as input parameter transfer for simulation as well as and proof only they consider the full carbon emitter neglect initial simulation topic simulation the time evolution, the toroidal rotation, the initial simulation after time initial by topic and force have the reach almost stable state, having strong at H in the large pressure gradient exists. Radial force balance among determinant proof the time evolution through the moment and given the different effect of any TB2 toroidal rotation. In present case, toroidal Tokyo from the NTB is comparable to that of NBI. NTB act to the damp toroidal rotation driven by NBI. NTB target to drive damp bulk the plasma rotation does not solely imply but the carbon rotation speed also change in topic result of nature between toroidal seek toroidal ファイナンスこれ誰かちょっとsummary and file plan so where the plan it has been demonstrated as a combined simulation model by topics it can be applied to the project's toroidal rotation profile and the effect of neoclassical toroidal velocity from TF level. It's found NTB from the TF level can be compared to NBI related to the change in the toroidal rotation flow. For the various radiation combination simulation model, we plan to analyze the experimental observations from the previous GT60 operation. Before after the plastic steel was introduced, radius rapid condition determination from the realistic to common confliction. Called in the extend appliance symmetry geometry radius effect external RP. 続きまして、アルファパーティクルtargeted presents a draft wave tubular B 班西村博士チェングインスティチュートスペースプラズマサイエンスナショナルユニバーシティ台湾ネクストエクスペリメントオカマクワークショップ introduction of alpha particle behavior investigated with the two brackets. Investigate the energy particle transport via travel single and self-conditioned jet. The energy particle transmitter is self-consistent. The energy particle transmitter is from an orbital flowing. A moderate magnetic vibration from the magnetic type different wave function structure. Also the same corrector between transformer and the full parameter, the rate of wave type of Hamilton parameter Gaussian parameter element through the bond application. And the linear and non-linear toroidal direct wave structure and the vertical toroidal plan. A toroidal direct energy structure is applied to the analysis left with only with brought from the toroidal plan, not the roaming structure. The bad coverage set is the new direct set of finite parameter. There is a syntactication solvable, that's dimensional geometry. The geometry is the syntactication, the Euler regulation given operation. The magnetic field equivalent by B. B is to normalize the minimal radius symptom frequency test particular on the magnetic spectrum. The axis were equivalent. In each combination, the gas integration for the given bar here after conditions are normalized quantity. After have invested the aspect ratio given. And the large inner small, radius transport, particular transport in the presence of time-dependent turbulence. A single, large energy, high energy frequency, similar and radius transport compares a particle. Passing particle from the elastic around each model or rational surface. Particle transport in the presence of linear ion for the demonstrated purpose. Ion the phase of particle around with the weather low energy particle. To see the forward velocity depend on the iron waves. Let us start from the gas center equation, the forward coordinate for that components. And the dv is the toroidal angle behavior at the right time coordinate, but independent self factor and Western model rational surface is while is and the parameter. This is while Hamiltonian form with a separate equation given by with demonstrated clear dependence on the Ireland-White's simulation match exactly trapped larger from source particle which spend longer along the same phase. The direct section frequency shifts resonant rotation. Passing particle becomes stochastic in the presence of multiple toroidal model number particle present and both iron change depending from a model rational surface is overlapped. Adiabatic immerse presents for the trap particle, a Poincare float trap particle from the 1.5 kilo electron volt and alpha particle. No easy black seeming different but can return after long but finite period. Secondary, island formation can be found the action angle space with precision frequency between comparable. The normalized the center Hamiltonian is given by normalized space arrow as example generating of secondary ions. The Hamiltonian separate separate into while is the binary frequency by Fourier expansion in the non-angle. While the equation of motion is given by into the equation the resonant condition given by and this resonance secondary Fourier model are given by L. Now note that the toroidal operation frequency, but singing line with the constant time separating equation given by secondary Alan chain are formed in a velocity space in the configuration space called alpha particle. Whether a particle are stochastic or not is examined by the Lyapunov exponents. Lyapunov exponents are estimated in the Cartesian coordinate by the mapping from the flux coordinate for the flux coordinate to the first accomplished test particle. Stochastic 50 electron volt passing the regular particle particle of the fusion is estimated when the one with the become comparable to the different random step size alpha particle from example or direct estimated d become trouble or sum. We estimated different rate of fixed item. Summary and discussion. Gauging center orbit holding calculated the discussed is the presence of draft wave tube runs a single in the toroidal geometry. Transport is similar for the high energy particle due to dependence on the aligned width EB. Draft is large for the slow particle. Finite direct wave frequency given rise to shift as resonance location. For the traveler particle, the effective time v draft become estimated large, contribute to the toroidal transport as banana chip from same mechanism as also passing. Second order imbalance tends to persist from the trap particle when the processing frequency can be compared to the balance frequency for the particle secondary iron formation on the space and the compression on the corresponding. Propose properties of the two-fold ST equivalence of his nothing on the ST experiment. これはジャパンコースグランドアカデミーユニバーシティ兵庫歓喜先生 M 中田先生kind of university, the respective so much coordinated harass injection, rather than double coupling his harass driven spherical system. Spherical system. Many experiments of CH using magnetized coordinate plasma gun MC and PG have been carried out for the ST to understand the mechanism of current driven open flux current, cross flux, open flux, much flux, high level special sustaining of the ST configuration, but the ACH are consistent due to the driven by magnetic fluctuation crossing flux surface in the driven phase which performance the driven current driven fluctuation distribution component the dependent phase after the driven phase the fluctuation becomes small allowing cross the flux surface from the restraining goods component. Background motivation on the driven phase connection delivering the performance with owing to the definition the current delivery. これ放送大学でこのようなことやってましたね。マルチクフェイスにある放送大学の数学でやってました。コメントマルチクフェイスマルチクフェイス長岡先生です。 Simulation classes, simulation, the good correlation, leverage, that they can phase. The relation of passing shared experience of the ST, the performance demonstrates its usefulness in HIST, the performance reference from and the name of the observation near the severitics layer with the stable density gradient in the high field side due to the ion on the magnetic drift for the correct wave. The two field flux is important. My main purpose of this study is to explore to observe the HIST basis down passing electric data such magnetic ion flow velocity, etc. HIST derived and double passing CIA Hyogo University. It is parameter. It is called current separator law. ST HIST power supply system double pass formation capital blank. It is current sustaining capital blank fast. 核融合です。CO2 laser. CO2 laser insertion from the flux combination from the toroidal flux coil, surface flow, match flow, other electrical oil basis coil, inter-electrical gas pulse vertex, insulator, center conductor, vacuum vessel. これです。表現ダブルパッシング CH デッション H でシングルパスディスケーションをレベルダブルプレッシャープラズマカラントアブラージデンシティ始まるアウトグループ変調のあとオールこれバイセカンドパスでエンピミラのでダブルパッシングできるフェーズでプラズマカラントエフィシェントアゲンストできる and there are called current DC generated to the demo is sufficient to handle the equation such as which longer term is a single CH case able for the also rise and the cutting and transport individual transformative and bed ありがとうございましたインターネットマグネティックフィールドフローインターネットマグネティックパースインターネットデリバリーのフェーズインターネットホールマグネティックモールデータビカムフォローthe flow of the magnetic field the radio coil through the brush the density flow vertical flow or a drift dimension diagram or diagram of the radio flow diagram current dimension flow through the field OFC is observation degree the flow the vacuum field through the flow normalization or we normalize the physical quantity on the basis the form is the quantity in the HIS rather than flux summation on the number density below the field the current boundary much more before the bar ちょっと手を休めてるのがあるんですけど Normalize the equivalence equation ion motion equation the electron motion electron condensate electron condensation action the state Gaussian field or the field or the紙芝居屋さんじゃないですか Surface variable and first the surface variable electron and magnetic surface variable the flux function is surface variable toroidal ion flow velocity the surface function electropolarizer flow function ion function toroidal function toroidal function and function axiomatic equivalent equation the ground central equation ion fluid flow and flow phase electron field electron Honda problem Gaussian equation on the significant for fund flux arbitral function or HRSA has also Honda flux arbitral function for lambda alpha Honda これは NEXT のホームページでダウンロードできます NEXT のホームページでダウンロードできます。そういうことで核融合。NEXT。 the neighbor fluxes ordering two force parameters as epsilon. Adapt to proceed through the magnetic field formula, through the flow velocity formula, regulation of the surface function only. Also, how the diagram of the parameter was on the essential plasma physics. A numerical model surface flux combination for the various frequency geometry center connected flux basic form. And for the flux containing the surface factor with the recognition and the configuration equivalent has the axial element and the flux equivalent to production containing the original region due to the whole current proof and the Stochastic configuration with parameter through the current and magnetic field and current density proof the merit. Magnetic field diagram frame current density through the field the diagram proof configuration the slip density through the current density flow has a maximum value as the OFC region in the negative around particle current density for the flow maximum value around the edge medium and slightly negative around magnetic field current through the experiments. Number density and temperature proof at the mid-plan. Number density straight the temperature, and number density has a straight gradient scale and the separator which is comparable ion skin depth. The means gradient in high friction experiment is much sharper and just calculate and it's not sharp in outer edge region. The temperature and the electron temperature TE hollow proof professor consider with experiment. A flow structure at mid-plan through the flow velocity further flow and ion flow the velocity is the same on direction as electron velocity in the both edge region. This region, but the opposite direction electron velocity and the cone region, and through the flow velocity the opposite direction through the current experience the other region, both through and through the current and the carry by the most end of electron for the most move along the magnetic field, whether for the velocity has strong share around the magnetic axis. Ohm's law and the two flow field to the flow effect rise region with the sweep density gradient and two flow ion density. Ohm's law, Ohm was operating on electron for the compact ion to burn and practical convection from density velocity the magnetic equivalence compact region the ion diagram and the density velocity. The ion diagram velocity and the opposite diagram equivalent velocity which is due to the opposite pressure gradient OFC region. Summary. We have object of numerical results of the following equivalents on the basis of data of stable function HASA experiment. The equivalents have dynamics toward the field strip density gradient, ion shift for high the ion shift from the velocity in the high magnetic field side of the opposite direction to the electron for the velocity due to ion diagram drift, and the current is carried by the both ion and the electron field. The electron field mostly move along the magnetic field. The two-pole FX on region for the strip density is gradient due to ion diagram effect. Furthermore, we will construct more the relation for the following equivalent HAC region for the absolute physical quantity proof density for the velocity. 続きましての講演 Development of the Plasma Tube Code C++、ミヤンと博士 Atomic Age ジャパンアトミック原研ノース Next Workshop Katsura campus, Kyoto University. Introduction, present travelers in the Tokamak age and her field region play an important role, determining the hair factor works towards the direct plate reduction of the heart load at the direct plate. The head component is the radius fusion reactor, which evaluates the heart load action or varies. The physical process should be connected on the sheep express. Make the sheep properties and the physical element step into the code. Data 2D 二次元データクラス The class has a DD space of relative magnetic field. Numerous functions associated with memory data. The specific point of the point, the coordinate bar, the point coordinate bar, point maximum number of length, number of the magnetic extensor, member of the function of the operator. All the operator, the cancel, conjugate, point, location, accuracy, C, relative function of the point value. Interpretation 2D array with new, however the new on double これなんかの C で作ったプログラムです。We have value which is two-step algorithm on the delete and process by narrow. And the reverse class of data 2D, we would like to change action of some function according to the situation for the sample function variable boundary condition by keeping other function as combination by the difference of basic cross function which act different reference class. And position is over a predicate basic difference from the predicate, therefore define the reference class with the same name. For the derived class, depending on the observation basic observation acting operator and derived form, the basic class with the canonical derived class. But the component operator and the basic have the release the class leader, the operator observer basic class for basic so derived one able not to affect the derived mass, which is the derived not to the concept of zero and musical space. I learned the scheme. I can explain the actual project concept of operator function return using sample and signal with this leverages the function bracket. And this is taking average into final. Carrying out the scheme and to trade with the algorithm of derived chemical use element of the zone where the function derived from varies said relation operator point the comments also are very strong. And 2D date class test equivalent test assist on the original motion the way the force bracket defined by the commercial law question to the test. 2D Helmholtz instability so-called 19 we consider the following simulation done reflects the boundary condition of the equivalent point sign. Now it reflects the vacuum of the sign where the vacuum direction for the program is useful. Check numerical code which is on the following publication formula. Flex boundary condition the linear rate function of the day. Fill the boundary condition, boundary tension versus velocity of data 2D, a second of DT, operator, define the 2D operator and define the business force breakdown of the operator on. 続きまして、ネクスト研究会。第10回ネクスト研究会です。京都大学葛飾キャンパスローム研究会です。不磁気シアトカマクプラザにおける低合成モデル回転抵抗性壁モードによる回転不安定化ディストリビューションでレギュレーションモードバイローテーションするトカマクプラザディストリビューションディストリビューション不安定化ディストリビューションネガティブ MHD mode in high beta tokamak. For the realization economical fusion reactor, it is important to develop MHD equivalent with high beta as relation between the plasma pressure and magnetic pressure. And high beta MHD mode sometimes become included the long wavelength mode included definition. Such MHD mode usually separates the surrounding the plasma with the connecting wall, however, connecting with the reciprocal mode, rotation is a restriction from the RWM separator. About 20 years ago, theoretical paper identified the RWM can be summarized as a present solid reaction, but 1994, however, projection of the threshold rotation frequency was summarized as RMS is still under discussion. Recently, hot topics is the importance of non-ideal effect of RMM question about either MM or the problem that always symptom 400. Basically, equivalent solve the number. The added MHD separation code solve the constant rotation case of permanent function from the force operator some vector from just a static equivalent case. Equivalent rotation bars the identify element stability second phase is here. Important identity element stability with low tension. Vacuum energy density related value. Distribution, the rotation on the important toroidal rotation, the RWM stability, the equilibrium shown below consists possible from the ideal wall position required for the minimum stability is the same as this normal shift and the revolution of the plasma. Rotation profile is given as rotation can be distribution the MHD mode in revolution shell front the mode the rotation structure due to the normal shell plasma is stabilized smooth when that on the other hand RWM is the revolution plasma is once stabilized the rotation emission mode becomes the additional energy need full structure is the distribution mode the rather smooth high lead while the new transfer from the ion leads the rotation and distribution and the mode GAE a simple the problem will replace rotation fork with the rich rotation and neglect configuration for the equilibrium at the motion. Also, since the rate rotation can reduce quantity of this revolution mode, the rotation share the consequent force have the only set effect. This mission mode started and when at the model appearance point near the peak the multiple sum the